So fun fact today, I had a driver going through Oklahoma, mind you, and he had a load that put him at an overall weight of 85,000 pounds on his RGN. We're still kind of getting into the RGN space, so we have a couple little quirks to work out. I guess we're learning as we go. So he get pulled in and he gets a violation. They want me to pay a $100 ticket. And I said, what for? And they said, well, he's not registered at 90,000 pounds. And I said, well, the state that we register in only lets us go to 80,000 pounds. And they said, no, you have to be registered in this state at 90,000 pounds. And she continued to be a smart ass and say, well, this is Oklahoma. This is not your state. And I said, I understand that, but I bought a permit to drive through your state, which is good for 90,000 pounds. And we weigh how much? She said 85 and some change. I said, okay. So if we had a permit for 90,000 and we weigh 85, we should be good, no? And she said, well, yes, but because you're not registered in our state at 90,000 pounds, the permit's no good. And you have to be registered at 90,000 pounds in order for the permit to be good. So we're going to issue a citation that you have to pay. It doesn't go against your safety score, of course, but it's a $100 fine that you have to pay to pass go. Kind of like Monopoly, the game. And so I said, but I don't understand. I said, let me ask you a question. If I was at 90,000 pounds registered, would I need a permit? And she said, absolutely. You still have to have a permit. You can't be on the road weighing more than 80,000 pounds without a permit. And I said, then why do I need to be registered at 90,000 pounds? I have a permit. And she said, listen, I can't explain it to you, whatever. And she hands the phone to a supervisor. Supervisor comes on and says, what seems to be the problem here? And so I'm kind of confused. I have a permit. No. Permit's good. Yes. He said, yeah, permit's good. I said, okay, then why am I getting a ticket? And he said, well, you have to be registered at 90,000 pounds in this state in order for the permit to be good. And I said, but I'm not in your state. I'm actually from another state. I'm just passing through, and they only let us apportion to 80,000 pounds. And he said, listen, in order for the permit to be good, you have to be registered at 90,000 pounds, which is the maximum allowable registered weight in this state. And I said, but if I was registered at 90,000 pounds, would I need a permit? And he said, yes, you still have to have a permit to run through the state because you're over 80,000 pounds. And I said, well, why do we need the 90,000 pound registration and a permit if we're 85,000 pounds? My permits for 90 were legal within the permit. And he said, look, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. So I said, that's what the Nazis said. Gotcha.